guys, welcome back to Come Shopping with Me. And we're going to feature today another one of my favorite stores here locally in Tulsa, and that is Harrington Rose. I am so excited to take you guys along with me. So let's get into it. First things first, outside, they have awesome window murals, which I absolutely love. And then once you enter, well, there's just so much stuff. And for me, I love this store because it is big yet small. And what I mean by that is it has a lot of stuff in it. There's two rooms, but it's not a store where you feel kind of like swallowed up by all the clothes. They did like a reset up of the store and they basically moved everything around and I love it. I think it looks great. And so I just love the flow of the store. The atmosphere is really friendly and fun. And also, too, there's just so many things. But I love the way that things are separated and placed in certain areas. So there's like a whole area for jeans, there's a whole area for the guys on one side, girls on another. And I just love that. It's really easy to find things. Now, she does have a ton of jewelry, and there's jewelry from also different vendors there, which is really cool. I love looking through all the jewelry, and she does have rings, earrings, necklaces, you name it jewelry wise, she has it, even vintage watches. So if you are looking for vintage jewelry, this is definitely a great place to go because she has a wide selection. And like I said, she has different vendors there too. That have different types of jewelry. And I absolutely love earrings. So there are a ton of earring options. I am always sad when I go to this one area that has earrings and they're stud earrings. They're really big ones. And you'll see right here, I'm going to show you the video, but there's these big rounded earrings, but unfortunately I have gauged ears, so I cannot wear those because the backing, it would just like fall through. So I definitely want to find a similar pair, maybe clip-ons. Those work a little bit better. So we'll see what we can do. But I am forever loving those earrings. They're super cute. Now, if you love vintage denim, this is the place to go in Tulsa. She has so much vintage denim. The whole first room is really dedicated towards jewelry and denim. And she has a lot of like Levi's, which I absolutely love. There was one pair specifically that she showed me that I forgot to try on. I actually was like, I'm gonna try these on, and I totally forgot, but we'll do it another time. But so many options from like gauchos to 70s bell bottoms to like Y2K. And you know, I love a good 70s bell bottom. Anything in the 60s and 70s era, I'm here for it. Now, the jeans that she did show me were like 70s bell bottoms, and they had this white zipper in the front. And the tag was so cool too. I wanted to like show you guys that. And what I loved is they were actually already like hemmed at the bottom because I'm short. So I was like, these are perfect. I did not try them on, but maybe next time we'll do a little try on with those because they are like one of my dream pairs of like 70s vintage jeans. And you know, I already have one pair. So I need to add to my collection. Now, when you enter the second room, there's just so much. And I love that. Yes, yet I'm kind of like overwhelmed, but in like a good way. And so there are clothes just everywhere. There's this beautiful little trunk that she has some clothes in. They can kind of hunt through. And then as soon as you hit like the first area of the women's clothing, there's dresses. And dresses are my favorite. So I love looking through these racks along the wall because there's so many dress options. And the other thing I noticed is it's color coordinated, which I think is super fun, which also made me feel good when I went to put things back. I kind of like knew where they were supposed to be. I don't know. I'm like a kind shopper that way. But what caught my eye and what catches my eye is bold colors and bold patterns. And so I saw a lot of those. But I am learning that I need to not just like go to that stuff, that I do need to like look through racks and really see everything because sometimes you find like hidden gems within those racks. So I'm kind of learning to be a little bit more patient and not let my ADHD like take over when I shop. So we're learning, we're growing. Now, the first thing that caught my eye was this pink dress with the design on it. It had a really bold design. It was definitely more of like a mod 60s type dress. But I just knew number one, it would be too big and too long. And your girl doesn't really like to hem things that much. So I just put her back where she was. But this psychedelic like paisley pattern, I don't know, it gives me psychedelic vibes. I don't, it is what it is, but pink and just all these beautiful colors. And I did end up trying that on. It was an epic fail though. It was so small. I didn't realize how small it was, but you always can try things on. Then I found this 70s dress, like a little hippie dress. It was adorable. It had pockets, love pockets. And it was like a tank top with some ties. So that came with me in the dressing room as well. Love just anything bold and bright. You can see me like kind of like pulling out the bold and bright prints like as I'm looking through the racks. This really long yellow dress caught my eye. It was cute. I like long dresses, but I'm also short, so I'm kind of like have a complex about it where I'm like, oh, I don't know if they look the best on me. But this whole area was basically longer dresses. And I just, again, love patterns. You saw me look at that polka dot right there, and I'm like, ooh, polka dots, right? And then more dresses. And there was some really good finds in this area. I found this amazing yellow and paisley, like mod dress. It had a collar. It didn't like have a dagger collar. It was more rounded. And it had like a drop waist. So cute. But I don't know, I want to get more bright colors, and this color wasn't bright enough for me. I want something a little bit brighter. So I was gonna try it on, but then I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. And what I also love about this store is the owner, Brittany. She puts like what decade the clothing is from. And I love that. And it just makes that piece like more special because you're like, oh, okay, this really is from like 1960, 70. Now, this yellow dress, it's basically like a sundress. I tried it on one time when I went there, and I do love it. It's really, really big and baggy, but I think it would be a great summer dress. So I didn't try this on again, but it's definitely in kind of my wish list of things that I would like to possibly get. This purple dress was so beautiful. It was a beautiful color like lilac. The way that it flowed was just so pretty. Just don't have anywhere to wear it, but absolutely loved it. Then I found this red dress, which I had forgotten that I actually had tried it on before, but I'm really right now into, if you follow me, I've been really into finding like late 60s, early 70s, like hippie-esque dresses just because I really think they're great and they're super comfortable. So this was kind of that vibe. I knew it was kind of longer, so I was like, oh, unsure, but I did take it in to try it on. And you'll see that a little bit later. But I just love the pattern on it, and I love that the sleeves are a little bit of like a bell sleeve. I just thought it was really pretty. Now the coats. She has so many coats, and I had to walk away because like it's not winter. It's not winter, Ashley. Like, let's walk away. Let's not do that. But she did have a Penny Lane coat. And I know like it's nicknamed that. It's not really like called that, but I'm gonna call it that. Okay, it is what it is. She's iconic. We're gonna call it a Penny Lane coat. And I absolutely loved the pattern on this. I loved the sleeves. It was such a cute coat. Like, and the price was so good. It was $60. Like that is such a steal because the ones I've seen like at different like vendors and things like that have been a little bit more expensive. So I was like, oh, that's such a good price. So that one, even though it's not winter, like I definitely have it on my list of things that I would love to have because it is such an iconic coat. And it's just the pattern of it is beautiful. And what I love is she hangs up some of the beautiful fur coats that she does have. And I know that can be a topic of a little bit of controversy people would, just because people, we want to be kind to animals and all that. But here's how I feel about that is that if it's vintage and it's already been done, we might as well wear it. And I would never buy like new fur, but like vintage, yes. Yes, I absolutely will. So if you don't like me for that, I'm sorry. I just feel like it's already been done, and at least I'm making use out of that fabric or that. Then you have skirts, like just a whole rack of skirts. And I love skirts. If you're new here, hi, I love skirts. If you've been here before, you know I love a good skirt. And for me, I found two that I did end up trying on. There were so many. I really want to get like colored ones, so my focus was on that. This brown one with a pattern, it was super cute. That was part of like my try on haul, so you'll see that later. And I've been looking for like a purple, kind of like the color of this beret or a pink skirt. So I kind of looked through and I did end up finding a pink skirt and did try that on as well. And it was one of my favorites. You know, I'm a girl that loves elastic. I love a good elastic waist. I don't know what it is, it's just more comfortable. So I love that. And so I grabbed that right away. She also does have bags, a ton of bags from a wide range of decades. And I love a good bag. One of my probably all-time favorite types of bags are those leather, like handmade bags from the 70s. And she did have one. It had such a beautiful, like, embroidery on it. So that one definitely caught my eyes. Then we had a rack of all like shirts, tank tops, long sleeve, everything in between. And summer is coming, so I definitely looked at a lot of the tank tops that they did have, and there was one that really caught my eye. It was a little bit of a crop top, and it had a very beautiful pattern on the bottom, and it was sleeveless. And I thought that would be such a cute look with either a skirt or a pair of even like some like cigarette pants. I think they would look adorable. And I did find the sister to my tank top that I bought at Harrington Rose. It was a red one. And I was like, "Ooh," because that is a major comfortable tank top. It's terry cloth, there's a bra built in. Chef's kiss. It's amazing. Then I saw this great button up. The pattern is what caught my eye to wear under things like this, like a little jumper or even just with a pair of jeans. I loved the pattern. It was from the 60s, 70s, and I did forget to try this one on as well, but I thought it was a really cute shirt that could be wore with a lot of different things. A skirt, under a jumper, a pair of jeans, you name it, you could wear it with, which I absolutely love. It's a kind of like a key piece you can have. This is a great example of that. This is a shirt that is a 70s shirt, and it has this beautiful little pattern on it. And I wore it under a jumper today. I've worn it with a skirt. I've worn it um, with two different types of skirts. I've worn it with jeans, so you can wear it so many different ways. I love versatility. Then I found an awesome shirt. It had strings in the back to tie, and honestly, when I tried it on, you'll see I can wear it as a dress or a shirt with like a pair of jeans, jean shorts, or I could just wear it with a dress with something underneath. It is super, super cute. I love the colors. I love the patterns. It's amazing. I'm going to show you that actually right now because I did purchase it. So this is the shirt. Look at the pattern on this shirt. Like it is so good. And it has like bell sleeves. And then, of course, it ties in the back. So obviously, you have to wear something underneath it. And then I love this little like hidden pocket right here. It is like so cute. Like I love her. This is such a great like find. Um, yeah, I'm so excited to wear this one. A pair of like colored tights. There's so many ways that you can wear this with my new bell bottom jeans. I'm excited. And hats. Like I said, if you're an accessory girl, this is a place for you to go. So many hats. And you know, I saw the berets and was like, here we go. And looked. Unfortunately, they had red. I already have a red beret. I'm looking for teal, gray, a cream one, and a tan one. Those are the colors I'm looking for. So if you know where to find one, let a girl know. And then, you know, lately I've really been into vintage 60s and 70s nightgowns and like overcoats and house coats. And they have a whole area at this store and so many different options. There actually was one, and I forgot to film it. I saw it at the very end when I was leaving, and it literally was like a Rosemary's Baby like house coat. Like it was red and had like this trim. I was like, love that. Just love that movie. Love Mia Farrow. But there is this one nightgown and highest coat that I saw the last time I went. If you saw my video of the quick trip that I did to Harrington Rose, not full trip, I picked this out and showed you guys how I loved this nightgown, the pattern on it, the buttons, and it has not only a nightgown but a house coat to go with it. And it's this beautiful blue color. Oh, I love her. I definitely want the next time I go to grab that because it's just such a great find. Loved it. And there were tons of other ones that were beautiful. The pink ones were drawing me in today for sure. And I just love like a more like 60s, I feel, type nightgown look. I love that. Think like Bewitched, and I'll put a picture up. I think the other one that I picked out too was the yellow one that I showed you guys last time. I love like the detail around the trim and that it has that overcoat. So I'm into that like whole like nightgown with an overcoat. I just think it's so glamorous and absolutely adore it. And then I found this pink one that I didn't see the last time. And I loved the flower embroidery at the top. I thought it was amazing. I loved that detail. And yeah, it was just like a like 70s dream, this one. Like, oof, like the little frills at the top. I really did enjoy that one as well. Now, like I said, it's a kind of split up where on the left-hand side when you walk in is all women's clothing and then the right is men's. And she has such a big selection of men's clothes, which is awesome because I feel like a lot of vintage stores, they solely focus on women's clothing, but she has both, which is awesome. And literally a whole area dedicated to the dudes. And also over there are books and music because we know sometimes a guy may come with you to do vintage shopping, not too into it, and they can browse through like the music and all the other things in between that to maybe a guy isn't as fascinating as vintage clothing. So that's kind of awesome as well. Then in the far back, there are more racks. Of course, your girl had to go over there and was drawn to the extremely loud, bright patterns and colors of this skirt. It was handmade, so beautiful. I did forget to try this on too. I just had so many things I was trying on that I think I forgot half of the other stuff. So we'll have to do another video. We'll have to go back. That's all. But I thought that was a really cool find. And it was handmade, so that made it, I feel like, even cooler because it's one in a million, right? Now, what I love about this store, again, is the decor. So I was in the dressing room and I was like, I have to get a picture of this. There were suitcases that had the mirror on it, and these suitcases were vintage suitcases, and I was like, I love both of these. So you know I had to get a picture. So in the dressing room, I'm actively looking and shopping. It's a good time. Now, some of the things that I brought in, I'm going to show you a little video of some of those things. It's a wide variety, to be honest, but I kind of tried to put it in an order that would make sense. So we have on the left-hand side, we have more of like the late 60s, early 70s hippie vibe, try-ons. And then right in the middle, we have that like paisley bright, like psychedelic dress. So that was kind of in the middle. And then we have our mod looks, which are three beautiful pieces. And then two skirts and that shirt slash ended up could be a dress as well. So that is going to be our try on haul. So let's check it out and see what I tried on. First and foremost, I already have enough skirts, so I don't know why I tried on skirts, but I decided to. And I tried on this pink skirt first. First of all, I loved the texture of it. It was a really like soft texture. It just was too long. I think if it was shorter, and I kind of am trying to like shorten it and show you, and kind of pull up my shirt to show you what it looks like. But I really do think if this skirt was shorter, it'd be great. It also was a little too big, to be honest. So there was that. But I loved the color. And I think if it was shorter and fit a little better, I would have absolutely adored it. Because like I said, there was no zipper. It was literally elastic. And I love that. Then we tried on the shirt. And I was like, yes, and yes. Number one, the color and the pattern, like they scream Ashley. I love bright colors and fun patterns, and I definitely gravitate towards more mod look, but I also love that like late 60s, early 70s hippie vibe as well. And this kind of was that. It like met my need of needing more of these types of dresses. And even though it's like a shirt, I am gonna wear it as a dress, just wear something underneath it. And I love the sleeves. Yeah, this was a great find. Then we had my other find, my other purchase. This is a 1960s mod dress. I love the length. It was perfect on me. It fit me like it just fit me perfect. Like I was so excited because I was unsure at first. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna fit me. I'm so glad I bought it in the dressing room. I love the dagger collar. I love the colors. I'm wearing, yes, purple tights with it, but it's fine. I think it actually works with purple tights. I might try it. But this was such a great and wonderful piece. Like, I love, love, love her. I think this just was like the perfect find. The collar, and then you have like the little pockets at the bottom, and like the length. That's what made me so happy. The length was just perfect, and that never happens for me. I usually have to like hem it or like I kind of just live with the length and inside I'm dying because I don't really love the length. So as soon as I tried it on, I got so excited. I like walked out of the dressing room and like found Brittany, the owner, and I was like, look at this. I was like, this, I have to show someone. And she was like, oh my gosh, yeah, you need that. It like fits you perfect. And I was like, such a good find. So yeah, thank you, Brittany, for being my cheerleader on that. But yes, I'm so excited to wear this piece. It was such a good one. Now, the next one I was excited about because it's a very mod dress, but it was too big and a little bit too long. I think it needed to be a little shorter. I loved the design right here. I thought that was cute. And you could see me trying to like see if I would love it shorter to be like, maybe I could hem this. But I just wish it was a little bit more fitted. Um, I just think it looked a little awkward. I do really love the color though. So I'm like torn even looking back at the video. I'm like, but you guys let me know. What did you think of this dress? I thought it was really cute. I just think it maybe was too long. Then we tried on the hippie dress. And this was really cute. It's sleeveless, it had a pattern, and you'll see I kind of go forward in the camera to show you guys. And then it had these ties up front, which I loved. It had pockets. It was great and kind of baggy and flowy. The only thing is it was, and this never happens to me, it was tight on my chest. I have never had that happen. I was like, oh, okay. So I was a little bit like confined. I think it fit me good. I just didn't like the way it looked. Like to be honest, I just thought it looked kind of funny. I think it could have been shorter. Then I told you I saw this dress last time, and I think I did try it on last time. I don't really remember, but I love the pattern in this. The like bell sleeves are really, really cute, and the pattern's cute, but it's just too big and too long. And other than that, I do really like it. Like looking at it, I think it just would need to be shortened and I would love it. And this was like, again, the second time I tried it on. So maybe that means I do need to get it and just hem it. Now, we loved, of course, our mod 1960 dress and our 1970 shirt. We did not get the other things. And then there were a couple that you saw that I didn't film because like I like either put them up on my legs and they didn't go over my legs. I have very muscular legs or my butt. And it was like I couldn't really show you that try on because it didn't fit at all. And that tends to happen when you do try-ons with vintage clothes. You want to like get all the stuff that you want to try on and like yes, look at the sizes, but at the same time know that vintage sizing is so different than modern sizing. So you just never know what's gonna fit. Like this like yellow mod dress, I didn't know if it was gonna fit. I was kind of like, oh, it might be too small, but I'm so glad that I tried it on. I would have never known. The one that killed me that I really wish did fit was the orange and white romper. It was like shorts. Oh, I wanted that to fit so bad. It was so cute. But honestly, like my leg wasn't fitting into those shorts. It wasn't happening. And I was really sad. I was like, and the other one was that like psychedelic paisley bright colored dress. So that happens. It's like you find, the really key pieces that work for you, and then you find the ones that are just, they're not, and it's okay. But what I love about vintage shopping is just you never know. You may find a similar piece to that fits you perfectly in the future. So that's like the thrill of it all. But overall, I absolutely love this. Is like I said, one of my favorite vintage shops here in Tulsa. It has so much to offer. There's so many things. The pricing is awesome. And honestly, I love the environment. It's so fun. There, like it's snacks, there's drinks. The owner is super friendly and definitely is really cool because she like once you talk to her and talk to her about your style, she kind of like knows what you like and she can when you come in be like, "Oh, hey, I there's something over here." And absolutely love how personable the owner is. I think it's great. And I just love like looking in there, even if it's just like browsing through all the beautiful things that she has. And I absolutely love the fact that she puts the decade that the outfit or dress or shirt is from. And it's just a great like shopping experience. Like if you want to have a fun vintage trip shopping, this is the place to go. And like I said, such variety. I gravitate towards mod and like that late 60s, early 70s, like hippie vibe, but she has everything, all kinds of different decades that you would love to just explore the clothing in that decade because I mean, who doesn't want to do that? If you love a certain era and you really want to invest in some pieces, this is the place to go for sure. And I'm going to be doing another video very soon. I'm going to do my favorite things in the store at Harrington Rose. So you'll see that coming soon. Make sure that you subscribe and also make sure you like and share. That helps the channel, which I appreciate. And if you love the 60s and 70s, the fashion, the film, the horror films, the music, and all things in between, just not the values, this is the place to be. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.